Hello, everyone. Welcome to the social corner of the G concept. And as I've promised, today we are starting with a new series which is on about to get married. So, this program is actually a guidance program that is designed for the singles out there who have plans to enter into marriage some days. Most of the times we see that many married couples do not want to actually share the reality of marriage experience with the young ones, and so we've come out with this discussion so that it will afford the singles out there to know what to expect when they are about to go into marriage. As usual, the G concept is all about helping you make the right choices by exposing you to the consequences of the choices you want to make. Today on my panel, I have Mercy Ashabi and Mata Etubiadako. Please, if I don't mention your name well, kindly correct it when you start talking, please. So they are going to help us to discuss this and many other topics. And today's topic is courtship and dating. Is it the same as marriage? Courtship and dating, are they the same? So, to my first guest, Martha, please, what do you have to say about this topic?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity for this wonderful topic. Yeah, when we say dating and courtship, there are slight differences. And I would like to make it clear here, let's by defining what dating is and then what courtship is. Then maybe as we go along, we talk about the do's and don'ts in both settings. Dating is the process of getting to know someone, and maybe that may lead to relationship. So dating is the process of getting to know someone and may or may not lead to relationship. So relationship is a committed union. So dating lacks commitment. Dating, it really lacks commitment. And when we are talking about dating, there are some stages that we need to consider when it comes to dating. There are 5 stages when it comes to dating. That is attraction, reality, commitment, intimacy, and then engagement. So these are the 5 forms under dating. So it may or may not lead to relationship. And when we take courtship, courtship is more serious and like traditionally accepted than dating. And this involves getting to know one partner with the intention of getting married, being the goal for both partners. And also it involves approval and involvement of family members and community members at large. So in brief, this is what I can say about dating and then courtship. The courtship is more into having a goal of getting married. But for the dating, anybody can ask you to have a date. You get it?
Okay.
So having a date, you can be in a relationship for more than that will be several years. So what we see around people being in a relationship for about 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, that is dating. But courtship, there is no need. You pass through the phase of dating, and for courtship, you have the intention of getting married. So courtship may last for about 1 year. Courtship will not exceed 1 year.
Okay, so when it exceeds 1 year, it becomes what? Cohabitation?
Then you are getting maybe cohabiting, and then maybe that is where you see them cohabiting, because after 1 year, what else do you want to know when all the family are involved? You get it? You might have known your partner enough to settle down. That is if you have the goal of getting married. You get it? Yeah.
Okay,
so that's what I have to say.
Okay, we will go. I think this one should be a topic on its own. Maybe what you need to know about dating and what you need to know about courtship. And then maybe we can add cohabitation. But for the purpose of today's discussion, I want us to discuss the fact that the two, whether let's leave the dating out.
Okay.
Let's narrow it to the courtship or maybe cohabiting or whatever. Let's see whether the two are the same. As in, people think that the fact that I live with this guy, or I have been courting this guy or this lady for the 1 year, like you said, it means that whatever I have seen is going to be the same as marriage, and we've been cool, so it means we can still get married. Are these the same? I want to give the opportunity to our second guest to attempt it, and then I'll come back to you. Yeah, so what do you have to say about it, Mercy?
Okay, thank you. I am of the school of thought that things, marriage and dating are not the same. In the sense that I see marriage as a lifetime commitment. Okay, where two people make commitment to each other. But when we talk of dating, or in other words, courtship, the two people are cohabiting or staying together just for the moment or for the pleasure of it. Okay, and the commitment is not there, it's lacking. You can decide to do anything that pleases you, but in marriage, you cannot do the same. You need to seek the consent of your partner before you do whatever you want to do.
Really?
That's how I see it.
Okay.
And to go further, you see, in dating or courtship, it's like we see the surface of each other. People can manage to cover up certain habits, and their partner might not get to know until they are married. I hope you are getting me.
Yes, I'm getting it.
But as that commitment comes in terms of marriage, you wake up together. If I go on the bed, you see it. Well, you don't see that when we are courting, because I can polish my face and come to you. You don't know what happens at night.
Okay, so how about the cohabitation? When you live together with each other? I've seen people living together for 10 years before getting married. They were living like as if they were husbands and wives. So how about that one too?
You see, what really happens is marriage becomes like the end to the beginning of a journey.
Okay.
That is how it happens. When you are married, children will come in. There are seasons that the woman will get pregnant, and during this period there are hormonal changes, and if the man is not well educated, he might not know how to handle it. Okay, and then economic factors are also there.
Okay, so we will talk about those factors. But let me take your opinion matter on this particular one. Are they the same? You have defined for us what each of these things are, whether marriage or cohabitation or courtship and dating. Are these two the same? Are they the same? And if not, they are not the same. Why are they not the same? Your thoughts?
Okay, I thought you said we'll discuss this another time. I hope you are
yes.
not digressing from.
No. We are not digressing at all. The reason why I said that is that I wanted us to look at the reason why these two are not the same, in the sense that some people feel like I already mentioned. Once you are you've courted the person for so many years, it becomes a guarantee that you have a successful marriage. You get it? Okay. And you see people who have dated, or let me say have lived together, cohabited for 10 years. They enter into marriage the next few years and they are out. So you ask yourself, what went wrong? Why is it that they are the same now? If they are the same, why did they quit?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I get you. Okay. I think in marriage, there is some legal obligation that is attached to marriage. Cohabiting, you ask yourself, how we say it is the illegal form of marriage. Because one, you are cohabiting, you are packing your things as a woman without your dowry being paid. You have just gone to stay with this man. What is the intention? I always say, if you are doing something, you set a goal ahead of you. So you ask yourself, why am I here? What is my mission? I am here as what? How will you be addressed if you are cohabiting? Let it be legalized. Let it be recognized by both families. Marriage is an institution where two parties from both families come together to agree that yes, from today onwards, that as the Bible said, a man shall leave the mother and the father and be cling to the wife, and they shall become one flesh. So with this, there is no grounding when it comes to cohabiting. You are not recognized for any purpose. You will not be addressed by any nobility. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So we know that marriage, it is well recognized, and you are obliged. When you are married, you are obliged in doing so many things. But when you are cohabiting, it's almost like dating, as my sister said. You are not committed to anything. That is why you see people giving birth, and they are just left like that because the partner is not obliged to take responsibilities. But when you are committed and there is a legality attached, when you are doing something, you will be cautious. So to me, cohabiting, it doesn't have any standing. If you do that as a woman or as a man who have taken this woman to your home and you've not paid the dowry and you think you are taking advantage, when the unseen happens, when it happens, what will you do? Do you get it?
Yeah. So
I think it's more of commitment in marriage and obligation as compared to cohabiting, where you are not committed and you are not obliged to any responsibility. Thank you.
okay, so the point I want to bring out of all this discussion is, so is that the reason why a lot of marriages are not being successful? I'm not saying all marriages are not successful, but most marriages, or you hear a lot of issues about marriages and all that, when indeed the people have gone through all these phases and yet things are not the same. I want to know, why do you think? I think Mercy was making a point. Then let me allow her to finish it up.
Okay. You see, as I was saying, commitment is not yet in dating. So, unlike marriage that you are committed, let me give you an example. We are all working, and I go to work, and I know if I'm married, I know I should try by all possible means to get home and put food on the table for my husband. Okay? But let's say we are dating. I can call you and tell you, even though it can also happen in marriage, you easily or severally call you and tell you, get something to eat before you get home, because I will be late. Okay? But you know very well that in a marriage, if you continue as a woman doing that, it's going to cost you your marriage. Okay, this is the commitment we are talking about. You can do that in dating or courtship and get possibility, but it cannot continue in a marriage and you go free with it. You get my point?
Okay.
And then sometimes people get complacent. It's like complacency sets in. We've been together for a long time. My husband knows that when we were courting, I used to dress. I used how I am. Now that we are married, he should be used to me by now. So you let certain things lie without having your guard.
You lose your guard.
Yes. And your man sees this, caution you once or twice, and you repeat it. This can drive your man out of the house. Because he will be like, if I even say you are found in the same mistake, okay, this really
Hello?
And as I also said earlier on,
Yeah.
economic factors also come in.
Mm.
In courtship, sometimes you are cautious of how you ask your partner for certain things. But in marriage, you know the commitment is there. It's his or her responsibility to do this and that. So when the need arises, you go straight to him or her. And when the person feels to provide that, sometimes you don't take kindly to it. And it might even lead to quarrels and all other things. That even brings about separation or divorce.
Okay.
I hope you
Yeah, I'm clear. I think we are just driving it, so we will get to our destination. So, Auntie Mata, concerning what you said, do you think that, because if you ask me, I am of the opinion that there is a lot of hypocrisy in terms of this courtship and stuff as compared to marriage. Marriage is you have arrived. In fact, we are going on a journey. We want to go to Kumasi. And we are finally arrived at Kumasi. So whatever is in Kumasi, everybody get to see it. There is no two ways about it. But in courtship, we are on our way. So we haven't gotten to Kumasi yet. So I feel like, or I am of the opinion that there is a lot of hypocrisy, pretense, when it comes to relationship done when you are in the marriage. Could this be a reason why we have, differences in terms of when it comes to courtship? Because if I am real, I am myself, even in courtship. I am the same person in marriage. I don't see why it should be a problem when we finally settle down. What do you have to say about that?
I should say that when somebody is not committed to do something, honestly, all my heart is not in there. I am halfway standing in there. You get it? So at the end of the day, I choose to do what I feel to do. And since we are not married, I won't give you my all in all. I won't give all that I have because I am also not sure about you. Because we have not talked about anything serious. That maybe we will try to address our weaknesses, our strengths, to know what we can plan together. There's nothing like we planning anything together when it comes to courtship. But in marriage, or when it comes to cohabiting, but in marriage, you are into it. You get it?
Yeah.
So if you are not married, whatever you are doing is as if I'm doing it for myself without considering anybody. So one way or the other, just as we said, could that be a factor? Yes. Because after me staying with you for a very long time, I have not been committed to do anything. And so if I leave today, I don't lose anything. You get it?
Yeah.
But because they have been cohabited, there might be social influences that will be pushing them. And the way you have stayed long, if you don't marry her, it is no good. You have a child in order that your children will not be scattered. Why won't you? But meanwhile, this man or the woman, in their mind, this is not the man I want to. After staying for a very long time with this person, I've realized that he's not the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. So because of society pushing, and they also not making clear stand as to between them, and they've already committed themselves by starting to give birth, they are one way or the other bound by society to accept what society is saying. This is how I see it.
Okay.
It will not hold because both of them didn't come to agreement or to understand each other. Because I might have seen certain behaviors of the man that now I've realized that, if I should stay the rest of my life with such a person, it is not going to help me. But because society said we should get married, we have gotten married.
And what if you don't see anything? You didn't see those things? Because there are cases where you don't see anything. It is when you finally settle that you start to see the real person.
Yes,
How about
that's
that?
why I said, if you had geared us to things to know before going into marriage, we would have told you that emotionally you should be prepared for surprises. Because you can never know each person
Totally.
before getting into marriage.
Yeah.
So there are surprises, there are certain hidden characters that when we are courting, I will not bring it out to you to see because it might put you off. And so we say you prepare yourself emotionally. You need to be emotionally stable. So as once you enter into it, you will also create avenue for surprises to come. So that when it comes, you will not be overwhelmed. You will not see your partner as an angel. Do you get it? Because our own parents who gave birth to us do not even know us enough.
Of course.
As we grow, there are certain characters our own parents do not know about us.
Yeah.
And you don't expect that somebody who was also raised from a different angle should be able to know all your characters from the day that he is staying with you. It doesn't work like that. Yes.
Okay. All right. I think our time is gradually going. And Mercy, can you tell us, do you have anything to say more? You were talking about, you've spoken about complacency. You were talking about economic issues as well, being one of the reasons why, it is not the same. And it can also cause, I think we will have to talk about this thing again because it's very broad. It's broader than I even thought.
And I earlier on I mentioned children also coming in. You as you get married in courtship, maybe you decided not to have children and get married. And as you are married, children are the next goal. And as it starts coming, the woman or maybe the man, one way or the other, will lose his or her guard by paying more attention to the children, forgetting about
the other spouse. Yeah.
Yes. It also brings a sort of jealousy. And then in another vein, how well you take care of the children, issues concerning the children can also bring agreement and disagreement between the couple. And all this can lead to something more than you think or you expected.
Okay. Yeah. So with the economic one, for example, let's say you start a wedding and then you end up incurring a lot of losses. I think I don't want to even mention them because these are big issues. So I will just leave it.
For that one, then you are even starting the marriage on a wrong note from day one. Because even during your honeymoon or immediately after your honeymoon, breakfast are at your doorstep.
Please allow me to laugh, because I just remember the movie I watched that the gentleman went and borrowed everything, almost everything. So just after they married, the house, the cars, even the suit that he wore and the shoes, everything was borrowed. So on that day, when the people were coming for their things one by one, it was left with just the bosses. I just remember that movie. That's why I'm laughing. Samantha, please. I want us to wrap up, but I want us to wrap up on the note so that we can continue another time. Concerning the courtship and things that we are talking about, Mercy made us understand that there are things that happen in marriage that did not happen in, or that wouldn't happen in courtship. So when they happen, it makes it look like it's a different world as compared to when it comes to courtship. Okay, so I want you to add your last words to that, and then we can.
Yeah. So for me, I think before we get into marriage, we really need to know that every marriage is unique in its own way.
Thank you.
What worked in somebody's marriage might not work for another person.
Very good.
So you need to really identify yourself, who you are, That is being self-aware, and then you knowing how to also make your home.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I have to say.
It's
Comparison breaks marriage a lot.
Thank you so much.
That's happening in our youth now. Because a friend had this, the husband is doing that. Me too, I want to. So even when the partner doesn't have the pressure they give, it doesn't bring peace of mind at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. These are very, very salient points. Very, very salient, because you will need to know every marriage is unique, just like every child. You know, the health people, the nurses will tell us that every child we give birth to is unique. Every pregnancy is unique. So you can't say they are all the same. Well, this child, when I had him, this is how he behaves. So this one should also behave like that. So the same applies to the marriages. They are all unique. So whoever it is that you want to marry, that is between the two of you. Anyway, I don't want to drink the soup before the food is ready. So we will visit all these issues one after the other. So do you have any last words, Mercy, for us? We want to round up on this discussion.
All I have to say is that don't entering marriage, you know that marriage requires a lot of patience to begin with. You need to know your partner. You should be tolerant.
Should have a big heart.
Yes.
3-bedroom self-contained heart.
we should get rid of the butterflies in our brain and in our stomach when we are proposed. And know that we are entering a different ball game altogether. Yeah. You can't stop laughing. I laugh enough. It's not easy. It only takes the grace of God. Yes, that's good.
Oh my God, please forgive me. I can't take it. Oh my God. Please continue.
I'm done. We are done. You continue laughing.
It's not easy. Anyway, I'm laughing about the fact that you need a big heart. You need to persevere and all that. And I just had a reminder of the fact that when you are single, you have your peace of mind. You are moving all about alone and you do whatever you want to do. And if you are entering marriage, you know that you are not going to be in your yes. You don't have anything again.
You just adjust.
That's what I remembered.
You leave your comfort zone.
It's not easy. Anyway, this topic is broad. I think we'll have further discussions again on it. And
Sure, it's very interesting.
very, very interesting. If you're a young person out there, we are telling you how it is. This one, we are not sugarcoating anything. We want you to know how it is for yourself. When you are entering marriage, it's not the same as courtship. It's not the same as even cohabiting. They are two different things.
It's not even about the nice dresses, the girls, the wine, and all that.
Nothing. It has nothing to do with it. Yes.
When it's the only institution that you receive your certificate before you even start the journey. There's only. It's not like you receive the certificate before you enter. Don't send it back. I love that one.
If you are in, I used to tell people that if you are going to marriage, open your eyes. Open your eyes, but when you enter, close your eyes because now you have arrived. There is nothing like, oh, let me check if this one will work before I consider. Now you are there. Am I at the right place? You are in. Whether you like it, especially when children start arriving, they forget about it. It has become a commitment. So, well, this is just the start of it, and I really enjoyed myself with the short discussion that we've had. These are realities of life. This one we are not, it's not a movie, it's not scripted. We are telling you, if you're a young person, we are telling you as it is. Don't see the telenovelas and those things on the internet and think, oh, that is how it is. This is the reality of it, and we hope to bring you more of these discussions. I want to say thank you so much to my guests, Mercy and Martha, for making this discussion very successful. And, sure. So we'll continue next week with another topic. So thank you all listeners for listening to us. Till we come your way again, this has been the G Concept. Stay blessed and bye-bye.